Hello and welcome back to Anyone Can Play Dark Souls. This is Strawman Gaming, I am your Strawman, and today we are having a fairly lethargic look at Hyde's Tower of Flame. I've spent the day at a thing called Cheese Fest, so my cholesterol is through the roof, I am bloated, I am sleepy, but we're here, because we cannot miss a day. And we're gonna... I think that's a lie. How could you? Can I rate it badly? Or is it just rate good? Well, I'll contribute to the lie, because, you know, it's done nothing good for me. And today we have a renewed focus on time management, because the last videos were an hour and 48 minutes. One video is 48 minutes, and that's too long for most people. So we're going to talk to this praying woman and try and keep it about half an hour.
My name is Lycia.
Lycia.
I have come to spread the art of miracles, a practice of which I am disciple.
I have too little faith for your miracles, I suspect.
You are well suited to comprehend their wondrous
I think you're mistaken.
But the cost of it, that's for your heart to decide.
Oh, is this like I have to give her... Do I have to give her souls? No, I can just buy stuff. I've already got a chime, so that's not... that. Oh, what's that? Increases... don't care. And these are all miracles. I might as well talk you through them a little bit, as best I understand them. This heals you. It's called heal. It should be fairly self-explanatory. Med heal. That also heals you. Stop pressing B. Great heal. Excerpt. RPT is not a great sequence of letters. Replenishment. I think this heals you over time. Yep. The splendor. This. I've never done Homeward. Yes, that's just like a Homeward Bone. That's easy enough. Lightning Spear is a good attacking miracle. Miracles, I think, used to be really good. Like, Gayfer Games initially in their build recommended using Lightning Miracles, but then they got quite heavily nerfed, and now I think they're rubbish. And I think this is Guidance, so this makes more of this nonsense appear on the floor. Let's talk to this person.
Rumors about this place, and I'm afraid they were all true.
It's pretty rough.
The king, gone. The earth.
Well, he's not really gone, is he? But you don't know that.
Always heavy.
That dragon remains, mocking
I
me.
fear that by now they may have scarce room in their hearts for miracles.
What are you praying to? The sun? The light rays are coming from over here, but I can't see the sun.
Why did I come here? Well, do I need any other reason than to spread the gospel of miracles? My preceptor
Wait, this is the... she's a snake. I remember. I think she's a snake.
And such is
Not a real snake, but I think she betrays me.
sometimes I fight the urge to pack up and go back home.
Just go to Medulla, so I can talk to you later.
It is... well, I must do this.
Do what?
And being out here all alone only makes this a more fitting test of my fortitude.
Okay, so she's an evangelist.
Cathedral to be bustling, but there's hardly a
Oh,
soul
yeah,
to
because that's the
find here.
Cathedral of the Blue.
Without
You've,
a careless arm,
misunderstood.
I'll have to move soon.
Yes,
To a
move.
place I could help the gullible by teaching the good word.
No, was that a bit of accidental honesty?
I expected this cathedral.
Okay, you're boring me now. Bye now.
Oh, don't.
Yes, done so soon after I've exhausted your dialogue completely. So this place is called Hyde's or Heed's or Hedes Tower of Flame. I'm done with it. I'm going to go to this place, which takes us down to a wharf, I think. I don't remember exactly. Hurrah for circling. God, these people. Spiral staircase, dealing with the camera. There was an item back there. And maybe that's what hurrah for circling around meant. Maybe it's telling you that there's an item. A monastery charm, so I can cast some miracles that I'm too stupid or faithless to cast. That's good. That's a good thing. I think we've got more of these boys. Yep, that's the wrong way to roll. Yeah, they're actually quite weak. You see the size and the fact that the greenness makes you think they're made of copper. So you think they'll be really tough, but then kind of not. I think we'll 4 hits to kill him. But he's very imposing. This looks like a trap. Still looks like a trap. Human effigy. What's that? Dark. Oh, it's dark trope. Let me read it before I make a fool of myself. Not that one. This one. Dark. Here we go. Dark troches. So it's like a berry? Is that what troche is? Looks like a berry. I think it's some sort of berry. Another item I'll probably forget exists and never use. Ooh. I think the Old Knight halberd was also pretty good. I think it was more of a strength halberd. Is this it? So it does require strength, but it still mainly scales with dex. Because I've been thinking about this more and more, that yeah, this is a fairly okay weapon for this point in the game, but it's just not my style. I am more of a fewer big hits rather than the, you know, the more tactical pokey. You know, that's fine, but I'd rather, you know, smash you with a giant bat than needle away at you with a rapier on a spada rope, like a fencing sword, like a foil or something. I'm not about it. So I'm going to be a scrub and level... Wait, is it scrubs to level dex or strength? And it doesn't arbitrary distinction anyway. I'm going to level strength more heavily, I think. I think I've already been leveling... Where's my character? Where's my man? Yeah, strength's already ahead of dex. I'm fine with ticking. I don't like you, Cyan Knight, because you guard things. What is it you guard? Okay. Okay, you don't do a lot of damage. You're a little bit tanky, but you don't do a lot of damage. And you're fairly slow. Can I get a backstab? Thank you. So the Knights of Cyan, if that's what they're called, I apologise if I'm mistaken. They have interesting lore about them as well. They come up later when we get to the castle. I think it's a castle. Or a keep or a fort or something. So there's a bloodstain. What did you do? You just died. Maybe this is poison then? So I'm gonna bash B to roll away. Nope. That guy's just stupid. Oh, he got stabbed by... Sublime... Bone... What does that... Oh, that's it. So, Estus Flask shards give you more Estus Flasks, whereas Sublime Bone Dust, I'd completely forgotten about, it gives you Estus Flasks +1, so they heal more. So you get more heals and better heals. So it's upgrading the amount you heal by rather than the amount of times you can heal, which is beneficial, especially as our vigor gets up there. I'm encountering very little resistance, which, you know, video games have taught me that resistance means you're going the right way. I'm sick of the lies. I really, like... Do you just get out of bed in the morning and think, do you know what, I'm just going to ruin someone's day? You know, I don't know how long these things stay for. That would probably... How many ratings has it got? 302, so that's been there a while. But 302 people have been on the game. So I'm going to go with it. 302 people can't be wrong. That's the kind of popularist wisdom that has the world in the state it's in. So let's just continue to ruin the edge of my sword. One more. I'd be really mad if there actually was one here. Okay, so he's just a bad person and I hate him. Or her. You know, I engender inclusive in my hate of people. So we're going down, which is what I thought we'd do, but I also thought there was more resistance in that. I know Scholar of the First didn't change stuff, but normally it made stuff harder. More enemies. So that looks like water. I've keenly observed that that's water. Maybe you meant down here. I'm not going to go through them all again, but I will try these two. And I'm done. Unless this is something. Rear, head, in short, try beating to a pulp. Okay, he's put a bit more effort into that one, so he can have that. Have a rating. Water, I believe, if you roll in it, as in real life, you become wet. And I think that increases your fire resistance, but reduces your... Whoa. Reduces your lightning resistance. Play dead ahead. That's a good message, although your message is invisible. I don't know if that's a product of the water or my graphics card's not rendering it properly, but I can't see that message. A lot of death, so I'm assuming... What are you no, what? Excuse me? What is that? It's like, oh, he's facing the other way. I thought that was like an ogre just looking down at me. Okay. Let's go get this cursed. Okay, so I'm not getting cursed, but I am getting stabbed. Stamina management, rule 1 of Dark Souls. Well, health management, then stamina management. But if you manage one, you can manage the other. And that's false. If you fail to manage your stamina, you won't be able to manage your health. So, I think he's been put there to artificially gate off this dude. This section, a statue blocks your way, and I have no fragrant branches of yore, so I'll have to remember to come back here. And by that I mean I will forget immediately to come back here. I wonder if we can, yeah, see his little face. So these things are not eyes, these are his eyes. These little things here, that's his little mouth. These are just fake things, so you can hack them off. Like if you're a big bird or a big crow, rip one of them off, he's still got his eyes. You know, that is a fine piece of design. I don't actually know the creation lore for Dark Souls. If they've got a creation myth or not. See, what is this doing? Because it feels like I should be ambushed, or there should be an illusory wall. Oh yeah, how do we get up there? Need to go and get my ogre. Oh, I bet I got spooked by the eyes. I bet he's stopping me getting up there. So, moving on. It's not for today. Bonfire. Bonfire. Every time I say bonfire, it's the strength of will required to not sing Bonfire by Knife Party is a lot. And I'm always impressed that I don't do it. I think there's meant to be an NPC here, so I've probably missed someone. Well, there used to be an NPC here. I think it was Luka Teal, but this area is before... shadows are quite nice. I've been a console gamer for years, so I'm easily impressed by the most simple visual flair. Did I rest? I think I did. And that all feels very familiar, so yes, I'm going to assume I did. And this takes me on to... I want to call it Fisherman's Wharf, but I don't think it is called that. No Man's Wharf. That's much more... much more fitting. Oh yes, I remember this guy. It was poor, but I got away with it, so that's okay. Try swimming. Nice. Message ahead. He's not wrong. How can that have 563 ratings? What is wrong with these people? So you're up there. You're gonna try. Stop. You're gonna try and drop down on. You're gonna try and drop down on me. Is there anyone in here? Yes, there is. There's many people. Again, the masterclass in mediocrity, that means you can still beat the game, continues. Because a lot of that was very poor. Try rear, can we... Unless there's a lot of bum jokes. Try rear. Tongue but hole, you know. Another such wit. Oh, you are very weak. Yeah, this is definitely the right place to be. I want to light these. I feel there was value to lighting them. I think there's some enemies that don't like light soon. Horrible long-armed things, if I remember correctly, that cause a disgusting amount of bleed, but they don't like light. And then if you get them trapped in a corner, then they'll attack. Hurrah for rolling! Yes. Okay. Where's the nearest bit of fire? Or can I just, like, whip out a torch? Or do I need a... There's an item called a flame butterfly. It's like an old person trying to explain what a computer is. A flame butterfly? Yes, but I don't have any, so it's kind of irrelevant in the best of time. What's this? Oh, sublime bone dust. Yes, that thing I spoke at length about. Good for me. Alright, let's press on. If I remember correctly, the floor here is destructible in places. My guess would be this bit of floor in front of me is destructible, so I'm going to avoid that. I believe there's also like horrible googly creatures that run at you in the water. So if I get there, that will probably trigger them. Nope, I'm just being needlessly cautious. Now there's a guy hanging there, so he's going to try and ambush me. But I am too smart. Or he is too dumb. That's probably a better way to put that. Nope, nope, maybe I'm not too smart. I feel like I want to start trying to parry, but it's just... I've tried before, I've had runs, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to parry. Like in Dark Souls 1, you get to an Arlondo and you start trying to parry the Silver Knights, and you can have like a moderate level of success, but for every parry, I take maybe 5 or 6 hits, and it's just not worth the risk. There's great risk reward, and if you're great at parrying, then you're a much better Dark Souls player than I am, and you'll have much more success. But I am not a good parrier. Whoa, hello. Whoop. Come to me. Make them do the work. Get stabbed twice. I think this weapon's probably quite good for like trash mobs like these, but I just think in bosses I'm better suited to a fewer hits that do more damage style of play. I mean, you've probably noticed that I will, you know, the Pursuer fight, I'll roll out the way, I'll take one hit and then I'll wait for another opening. If that hit was doing twice as much damage, maybe I'd be in a better place. But we'll see. I think he... Something fell, and I'm just trying to find what it was. Yeah, I think you get a giant club here or something. That might be a good weapon to switch to. I think it's certainly a weapon I spent a lot of my first playthrough using. See, there we go. Went for a parry. Well, I didn't mean to go for a parry. I meant to go for a block, but my finger slipped off, and I missed the parry and made it look like parrying wasn't effective. But that's on me, not parrying. So I should probably attribute blame to my incompetent fingers, which are probably still a bit greasy and cheesy after the day's events. I will say, talking about Cheese Fest, I mentioned it, so it gives me right to talk about it. Bit of a disappointment. You had to pay to get in, and then had to pay to get anything to eat or to drink, and had to queue for a long time. It was very busy and quite small, and wasn't really a fest. It was more of a trade show with a small bar area with a mediocre... Oh, hello Luka Teal. Perhaps they've moved your placement. With a mediocre band playing over it. Let's talk to you again.
Thought that might be you. You haven't changed a bit, have you?
It's literally been like 2 hours at most.
The longer I am here, the more madness I discover. A wretched place indeed, but not without traces of its former glory. What could have caused such degradation? Ah, yes. I have not thanked you for humouring me the other day.
I wonder if they know the answers to their own questions and they're just like spinning a yarn. Human effigy.
I have no idea what it is.
Is she hollow? Is that why she wears a mask? I can't really see if she's pork scratching you or not.
Our land of mirror is surrounded by enemies and constantly war.
Her hair looks fairly... Well, my hair looks fairly normal.
Up in mirror, join the Order and prove yourself in
Can I
battle.
peer behind the mask?
My family had little fortune and no name.
You've got
I
eyelashes.
carve out a piece of the world for myself.
And you look, yeah, look, I think,
With two things. My
I
sword.
can't
and
gesture,
my loyalty to
but I
my
think that's a
lord.
nose I'm looking at there, so I think she's not hollow yet.
I was raised to wield a sword from birth.
Yes,
Life
very
was
tragic.
hard, but I never gave it a second thought.
Oh, maybe it's not, maybe it's fine.
I had swift success on the battlefield and quickly attained respectable.
I should mention, I really don't care about the quests. They're useful because they give you items or you get their equipment sets, but the Dark Souls lore is too impenetrable for me. Some people love it, and it's great that it's here for those that understand, but for me it's just, it's kind of a write-off.
An undead gradually loses his humanity until his wits degrade completely.
But you're human, so you're branded with the dark sign, so you're one of them. We all are.
Preys upon others. And a hollow can never be human again.
So I think a lot of the quests revolve around, if not all of the quests revolve around stopping people from going hollow by I think it's like giving them something to live for, or to, like, she lives to wield a sword and to fight. Oh, you took your mask off. What's going on? You got like a Phantom of the Opera thing going on? I can't see. Where's my binoculars? That's what we need. Binoculars. Let's peep the face. That hat is very fly. Yeah, maybe it's starting to go hollow. It's like a grayscale thing. I don't know, maybe she needs to fight to, like, regain her humanity, and that's why I meant to summon her for boss battles. I don't really know. Again, Vati Vidya, I'm sure he's got Prepare to Cry on Luka Teal of Mirror. In fact, I'm almost certain he does. And I've watched it, so I should know better, but I don't. I'm going to stop reading these. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get your sword back out, thank you. And stab. That went well. I'm for it. I'm getting nervous because the horrible long-armed monsters that I mentioned. You have more poison I'm happy with. Horrible long-armed monsters are up here somewhere. And I've had bad luck with them in the past. Sadness. Sure. So I'm being a bit twitchy and overly cautious. I wish I could light these. If I find one... Wait, what do you do? Oh, you're full of tar. Yep, so that's me weak to fire now. That won't light the torch, will it? Nope. We press on. I don't know why I refuse to use my shield, but I do. I shall endeavour to be better. I think avoiding damage is good for bosses, but on trash enemies like this, there's no reason not to. Oh, it wobbled. Neat. That's a console gamer, easily impressed. See, there's no risk there at all, because I had my shield up. Can I... Nope, there's absolutely no way I could traverse this, so... That is a write-off, let's press on. There's a dog having issues somewhere. Is he coming up here? Oh, this guy's throwing oil. So, that, like I said, that makes you more vulnerable to fire damage. Oh, there we have it. Horrible creature. Something I don't like about bleed effect, which is that bar in the middle of the screen that ticks up, and when they make you bleed, I forget what it does. I think it either reduces your stamina recovery, or makes you lose health over time. In Dark Souls 1, you just took a massive hit of damage when bleed procced. But I don't know what it does here. I want to go down there, but I also want to go over here. I don't, if I go down there, does that limit my ability to be up here? One-on-one, they're fine. You know, that's no problem. But I have a feeling they stop being one-on-one very soon. Yep. I'm gonna go find out where your aggro leash is. It is not yet. If I had a torch, it makes them cower. Maybe they don't have an aggro leash, and I'm just like... Come and fight me by this pool of fire, then. No? Okay, you do have an aggro leash. Excellent. There's a bonfire just up here. That was reckless. I don't encourage that. Oh, for goodness sake. Well, I think only this one's aggro. I think the other one's just having a little sulk in the corner. Lovely. Yeah, the bleed effect stacks through a shield. So if I'm blocking all... I know it's an abstraction for gameplay purposes, as many things are, but I feel if I'm 100% physical block means you are not physically hitting me. The shield is absorbing all of that. So how are you making me bleed? And how do you make me bleed without damaging me physically? You know, gameplay abstraction. I know, I get it. Ah! Okay, I got spooked. I'll admit, he did me a spook. Did me a frighten. I am a shaken boy. But it's okay. I think there's a merchant in here. There used to be a merchant. I bet this says merchant ahead or something. Oh, yeah, that's his name. Germ. Obviously a dwarf name. They are not fans of vowels. The dwarves and the Welsh. Ooh. Now we are speaking my language. How great is it? So it's like an ultra great sword. Yes, I'm about that. But I will stick to this for now. Read message. Trap ahead. So, if I remember, this is a poison trap. Oh no, crossbow. Which, just use your shield. Silver talisman. I don't know what that is. Oh! Yeah, they turn you like into a pot. Or they turn you into an environment element that is consistent with the environment around you. So... there aren't many environmental elements here. But potentially... a box, I guess. We're by the docks. There could be crates. Pick it up. Emit force. Okay, I'm going to go up here first. I'll do all the high stuff and then do all the low stuff. We're just about to hit half an hour, but, you know, concessions must be made. So as to allow us to actually make progress. If we just cut it dead. Horse! Do you know what? I wasn't expecting it to say horse. You can have a vote. But what does it mean, Basil? Doesn't seem to mean anything. I believe those horrible bleedy boys are up here again. Oh no, different bleedy boys. Something Dark Souls do that I really like, you saw it there, is I pressed the button 5 times. So I did 5 attacks, and that sounds obvious, but normally in a game, if you mash the button, it will keep doing the attack until you're no longer pressing the button during the most recent attack. So it doesn't matter if you press it 20 times. If you stop it during the second attack, it won't register another hit. This will cue your moves, and that will kill you very, very often. This bell, I believe, summons this boat. And on this boat there is a boss I mentioned earlier called the Flexile Century, who's two lizards taped together at the waist. One who has swords and one that has maces. And it's a boss I'm nervous about fighting because it's a boss I've never died to before. So I'm worried about bucking that trend. It's not the end of the world, obviously, but I'd prefer not to die. Like Sonny said in iRobot. Nice. There's no arrow in your bow. Idiot. Be wary of nimble one. Oh, does that mean long, irritating thing? Try. Oh, hello. Oh, I clenched so hard. I don't want to have to do all this again. I know I'm close to a bonfire, but I'm not at a bonfire. And you know, close is still how at least 2. Is this what they mean by nimble one? If I go in, will they... Okay, you've not... Nope, you have. You have. Please don't be able to smash down this door too. Just kill me. Just... Why? And that's where we're going to end the episode, folks. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you liked about it. If you didn't like it, hit that dislike button and tell me what an absolute idiot I am for throwing myself off a cliff rather than engaging in a fight with some what have proven to be quite manageable enemies. I make new content every day, so hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more. This is Strawman Gaming. I have been your Strawman, and I will see you tomorrow.